Lead us. C. Nelson.
Guess it'll be Rotary, Batesville
Rotary.
Yeah.
A little bit louder, a little bit worse.
There we go.
R-O-T-A-R-Y, that spells Rotary. R-O-T-A-R-Y is known on land and sea. From north to south, from east to west, he profits most who serves the best. R-O-T-A-R-Y, that spells Rotary. Amen.
They may be booking us any moment. Johnny Kemp here today? We have no sergeant. Oh my goodness. And I don't even have a good joke to tell, so. Neither does him. Amanda, do you have a good secretary's report?
I will give it a shot.
You can tell a joke while you're at it too.
No, I never can remember them. Okay. By my count, we have 21 Rotarians here today and a couple of guests. We have a couple of high school students in the back. If you don't mind, stand and introduce yourself, please.
My name is Zach Fredericks, and I'm a senior at Batesville.
I'm Jake Ward, I'm a junior at Batesville.
Great, well. Phil, you have a guest with you again today?
I do. I have Wayne Smith with me again today.
Wonderful, welcome back. And in the back, we have Joseph from the Batesville Board.
Right.
Welcome. I think that's it. Just a couple of quick announcements. The foundation banquet is coming up next week on the 16th. Guru ticket sales. I will email out forms. I brought some with me today. If you want to take some with you, we're going to be selling tickets to win a chance. We're going to be selling tickets to win a chance to win a Guru Grill that Intimidator has given us. We're going to raffle it off on March the 18th at the Trap Shoot. So we have until that day to sell these tickets. They're $10 a piece. So if everybody could sell a couple, we'd really appreciate it. That was our big money maker last year. So please help us sell these tickets. Scholarship forms for all seniors, Southside Batesville, they're due in by February the 15th. So if you know anybody that's a graduating senior at any of the 5 local schools this year, make sure they get their scholarship forms sent in by the 15th, or call and let me know that it's coming. Because we don't have very many this year. I'm a little disappointed. We've only gotten 4 in so far, and 3 of the schools have not participated at all. So we really need to get a scholarship form from every school, if at all possible. As I mentioned earlier, the Trap Shoot is March the 18th. I'm sending out the forms today to print. So today's the last chance, if you know of anybody that wants to be a sponsor, to let me know to get them printed on the form. I should have those ready next week, and we'll start getting our teams together.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, treasurer's report, Dwight.
No report today other than I think by the end of the week is what I had as the due date for your invoices. So, due date, yes, Kathy. There is a due date. I've gotten several in, but just try to get those in by the end of the week.
We just can't pay those whenever we want.
No, and I don't want to have to turn into a collection.
We're here to do a collection, Dwight.
Yeah.
Just teasing, but yes, they will be due this end of this week, so hopefully everybody's gotten your invoice. If not, let us know. Service chair report.
Let me see if I can remember what I have. We've received 5 student applicants for the Riley to be considered for that weekend camp so
Good.
far. And I'm sure that we'll be voting on this Monday to decide who we're going to go to. So that's what we have going. Scholarships you mentioned. Same as the highway cleanup, right? Okay, and that's it. And this month is who?
Kathy Drew.
No.
We haven't picked one
We
yet.
do service.
We haven't picked one.
I thought it was Batesville Health and Home.
That was my
January.
January.
Well, I know.
It's February now. We'll have to pick a new one.
We'll pick one.
Brainstorm.
All right. Announcements. Renee Long has been with the club 10 years as of yesterday. So you see her, tell her congratulations. February 16th is the 6150 Foundation Banquet. She's already mentioned the trap shoot. April 21st is District Conference in Jonesboro. If you'd like to, make plans to attend that. Officer induction ceremony, June the 26th at Lyon College. I did get the building reserved. June 10th, International District Conference. Then one further announcement is Helena is holding their 100th anniversary on March the 3rd. And they have sent an invitation to our club and would like as many as they can to go. It's $60 a person. It begins at 6 p.m. on the 3rd, and it is RSVP black tie. So if you would like to go, great. If not, there's no penalties, but anyway, I said that I would make the announcement. I'd like to thank Matt, who I don't think is here, for greeting us today. But next week will be Max McElmurray. He will be our greeter next week. You're the greeter next week. Next week's speaker is Darren Dorton with Ozark Folk Center. And so look forward to that next week. And then for today, Kathy, if you would come introduce our guests. Nobody knows Big Daddy. So.
I don't think I really need to introduce him. Yeah. Get this microphone situated. Today we have Randy Allen Steele with WRD Entertainment, and his name does have an E on the end of it, so that was an accident. But he's otherwise known as I said, Big Daddy Randy. I think most of you know him. He's the program manager at WRD Entertainment and also helps with the Relay for Life. And I'm going to ask him to come up, and I'll let him introduce Shannon with the American Cancer Society. So sure. Come on up and let's give him a warm welcome.
If you don't mind, Barry, Stephen, I'm going to stand out here. Is it okay?
That's true.
So, I am Big Daddy Randy on the radio. My mother gave me the name of Randy Allen Steele. So you can just call me Randy if you'd like to, or hey you, something like that. But I've been involved now with the Relay for Life going on, and that's why I'm here today, is to talk to you about the Independence County Relay for Life. I've been involved with that since 1997. I got involved when I was in college at Henderson State. A young man by the name of Justin Wise, you know, our good friends to this day. Actually, he was just a senior manager with ACS and has moved on to some better opportunities here recently too. But we got involved and did them all over the state. Sheridan, Little Rock, Arkadelphia, we would come up to Searcy. I mean, just kind of all four quarters of the state, if you will. What is the Relay for Life? I'm glad you asked. Is everyone familiar with Relay for Life, American Cancer Society, what we do? Relay initially was just a time to get together, come together for one purpose. Passing hope is all it is. The model for Relay has kind of developed over the last several years in its early stages of being around a track, walking around a track, having folks set up, selling things, this and that. That model's changed over the last several years. It's really tough to get millennials involved right now with the current concept that we're doing. So the idea about the Relay for Life is having to change and mold in a little bit different way. We're doing more event-driven fundraising now. And don't worry, I'm not asking you for money today, okay? So that's not my purpose here today. My purpose here is just to pass a little hope. Brenda, if you're looking for a service organization to get involved with, holler at me, all right? But we're doing several events throughout this year. Last year's event, throughout the fundraising through the entire year for Independence County alone, raised right at $45,000. We did a celebrity waiter event, which is we have Ozzy Osbourne there.
You had
Joan Jett,
Ozzy, you had Joan Jett, Spice Girls.
Lenny Kravitz was there. Superman showed up. So we had a celebrity waiter event that in one single night, right here in Independence County, raised $14,000 for the cause. And that was great. And that was due to support from your businesses, organizations that you guys are involved in. And that passes hope to someone who has been diagnosed with cancer. How do we pass that hope? Well, we have several missions that we do with the American Cancer Society. And one thing that Shannon might say here, and fundraising's not all we do, but all we do depends on fundraising. All right, so yes, eventually I will ask you for a few dollars, but not today. Today I'm asking you for a little bit, something more precious. I'm asking for your time, if you will. All right, and I'm just asking for a very minute portion of your time. Shannon right now is passing around some cards, and she's going to talk a little bit. This is Shannon Cox. She's the community manager with the American Cancer Society. She's a paid volunteer. And she kind of keeps me on my toes and makes me mind my P's and Q's and make sure I'm not telling you guys something wrong. But she's going to tell us a little bit about a few of our missions that we are currently doing and things that are impacting folks right here in Independence County.
As Randy mentioned, I am the community manager, Relay for Life. I have been with the organization for 3 years, and as a volunteer, I was with the organization for 13 years. So not only have I relayed, but my family is involved in relays as well. We're very passionate about it. I have not actually had anyone in my immediate family get diagnosed with cancer, but I had a really good friend in high school who was diagnosed with brain cancer, and he did pass away. So I got involved right after that. So some of our missions, in this room, you said there was about, what, 21, 22 people? If you look around, 7 people will be diagnosed or hear those words, you have cancer, or may have already heard those words in this room. That's 7 people. This year in the United States alone, 1.6 million people will be diagnosed with cancer. Of those 1.6 million, 586,000 people will pass away. That's just in the United States. That's not counting the 14 million people around the world that will hear those words, you have cancer. In 2015, Independence County had over 20 people who utilized over 50 of our programs and services. Now that might not seem like a lot here to you guys, but to those 20-something people who utilized those services, it was huge. And like Randy said, we want to get our mission out because there's a lot of people here who have never utilized our programs and services. So that's where we need your help sharing those programs and services that we do have. Last year in Arkansas, we had over 3,000 people utilize over 6,000 of those programs and services. And just some of those programs and services is our Look Good, Feel Better program. How many of you have heard of that? Okay. That is a program for our women who are currently undergoing treatment, where they can go and sit with a licensed cosmetologist who has actually went through one of our programs, and they get to sit down with other ladies and they get to fellowship, they get to share their fears, their laughter, and they get pampered, they get treated, they get loved on, they get shown proper skincare techniques, because a lot of times your face will dry out or get really oily depending on the treatment. And then they also get a makeover. And then they get to try on wigs and turbans. They get shown how to make a turban out of a t-shirt. And me, being naive, I did not realize that a lot of ladies lose their eyebrows when they undergo treatment. And they actually show you how to draw on eyebrows that look real. And at the end of the program, they get to take home a box of name brand products. And ladies, you know, Sephora, MAC, CoverGirl, Mary Kay, they get to take home a box full of facial care and makeup home with them. And all these products are donated through businesses. And then they also can try on wigs for free. We have several opportunities in different locations where they can try on wigs. And we have a partnership with Pantene Beautiful Links. Anybody who gets one of our wigs, they do not pay for it at all. We have different places where Pantene sets up hair cutting booths. People can donate their hair to Pantene. Pantene makes real human hair wigs, and then those women can get a free wig. We have one in Little Rock, we have one in Fort Smith, and then we also have an office in Rogers where they can get free wigs. They also can call our 800 number, and that 800 number will, there's somebody on the other end. They will listen to the person on the phone. They can describe their complexion, their hair color, what kind of wig they're looking for, and they will also get one shipped out to them in case, you know, they're rural, they can't get to the metro areas. And then, you know, it may not fit them, it may not be the right color, they may not like it, they can send it back for free on us and get sent another one. So that's a really good mission that we have in this area. We also have our 1-800 number, and each of you have a WIG card and a 1-800 number card. That 1-800 number is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because we know that cancer never sleeps. So you may wake up at 2 a.m. and you have a question and your doctor's office is closed. Or you may have forgot to ask a question to your doctor and you need answers. Or your doctor's appointment is not till another month away and you're scared. I mean, you want to talk to somebody. You want to holler at somebody. You want to cry with somebody. They're there for that. We have oncologists, doctors, nurses, dietitians, nutritionists. We have all those available at that number. So there's no waiting. There's no talking to a computer. It's actual live people that they get to talk to. They're wonderful.
And it's somebody you can understand too.
Exactly.
That's
And
important.
yeah, and if you know, we do have, we had a case where we had a Hispanic lady that needed a wig. We got her in touch with the program, and they actually had somebody, you know, they actually have people that speak different languages. So it's really good. So we were able to help her get her a wig. So that number is available every day. It never closes, not even during the holidays. They could be looking for patient navigation services, insurance information. We do offer certain insurance programs and different information for patients who qualify. We also offer discounted or free hotel rooms around the state of Arkansas. I will say that most of them are in Little Rock, Conway, Fort Smith, and Northwest Arkansas. We just need more partners in the area. So if you know of anybody who is in the hotel business, give them my name and number or Randy's. That way we can get them involved in our discounted or free hotel rooms. We also have our Hope Lodges. There are 32 Hope Lodges in the United States. One of those is currently being built at Houston, at MD Anderson. A lot of people from this area do go to MD Anderson for treatment, and there's a huge waiting list and not enough room there. So we decided that we needed to build a Hope Lodge. And there's already a waiting list for the Hope Lodge. It's not even complete yet. But we have those available where cancer patients can go and stay for free for ever how many days they need with a loved one. And their meals, a lot of times, are provided through different organizations that come in, but they can stay, and they're very nice, very, very nice facilities. And then we also have our 1-800 number. While we're talking about that, our cancer.org website is available the same, 24 hours, 7 days a week, and that is more of what programs and services we have in the area, statistics, cancer information, different types of treatment information. We also have a Road to Recovery program. However, there's not one in this area because we do not have enough volunteers willing to step up to help with that program. We have one in Pulaski County, and what it does, it takes patients to and from their cancer treatments, as well as to their doctor's appointments and to the pharmacy to get their prescription medications. We also have our Reach to Recovery program, and that is for women who is currently going through breast cancer. They get paired with a mentor, and that mentor will talk to them about whatever they need to talk about. So it's a really cool program. So.
And those are just a few.
That's just a handful.
Yeah,
just a handful.
Kind of a quick few. But one thing that I really want to ask you to do today, and bear with me, I want to tell you a story real quick. And this story happened when I was 4 years old, and I remember my dad talking about it on the TV back in 1982. It's not cancer related at all. There's a young man named Arlen D. Williams Jr. He's in Washington, D.C. He's on a flight out going to Florida Flight 90. They barely got off the runway, hit the 14th Street Bridge. Some of you may remember this story. 6 individuals ended up in the cold, icy river. It happened in February, I believe, January, February. It was dead of winter in Washington, D.C., so you know it's cold. Couldn't get to them from the shore. Took a while to get to some folks. When the helicopters finally arrived, Arlen Williams was the first one to have a ladder drop in front of his face. He could have quite easily, and I don't know if I'd have made this decision, but he could have quite easily grabbed that ladder and went on up and saved his own life. 5 times Arlen passed that ladder to somebody else. Somebody else he thought of enough to pass hope to somebody else. He didn't even know. There's people on this flight that he didn't even know. already been through tragedy, not being able to take off, crashing. Now we're in an icy cold river. He passed that hope on to somebody else 5 different times. Those other 5 people went on to live. Arlen didn't. He died that day. But he passed that hope on to someone else. And if you don't take anything away today, the 800 number that's on the card that we gave you, please pass that hope. Now it may not be, it may or may not be as life-saving as what Arlen did, but it very well could be. Pass that 800 number off to someone. Be that passer of hope for me. That's what I'm asking you to do today. Spend 2 or 3 minutes of your time passing that on to someone else who may need it. You know, whether it comes up in casual conversation, whether it comes up in a business deal, however it comes up. Your personal lives, use it. Toll free, 1-800-ACS-2345, 24/7, 365. Please be a passer of hope for us, for the American Cancer Society. It could well save your life. It could well save one of your family members' lives or your friends. And that's really what we're asking here today. Please help us spread the mission. Please help us spread that word if you don't mind. Anyone have any questions?
How long has Relay for Life been in existence?
Since 1985.
So a little over 30 years.
30 years, you mentioned.
So like that. But like I said, we are trying to kind of change the mold, if you will, of Relay. We've got a couple of events coming up. We've got a bowl, a crawfish bowl and a shrimp bowl in the Pocket Park coming up in the end of March, like we did the Celebrity Waiter program. Our event is going to be June the 2nd as far as this year, our scheduled Relay event, but it's going to have more of a carnival feel to it than actually getting out and walking and doing that sort of thing. We're still going to do the luminaria services. We honor those that are fighting the fight. We remember those that have fallen in that service too. Wonderful, wonderful service. Has a donation element with that as well. There's sponsorship elements to everything that we do as well with our events throughout the year. We're going to try to do about 4 to 6 events through the year to help keep awareness in the minds of the community, which is something we haven't really done a lot of in the past. We've focused on that one event. We want to keep awareness throughout the entire year. And so does that mean more involvement? Yeah. Does that mean more awareness? Absolutely. But seriously, if you don't take anything away today, take that card, take that 800 number, and pass that on to someone else. Use it yourself. I had a Carter Ford, I was talking to him one day about a sponsorship, and he said, what about plant-based diets? You know, we do the chemo, we do the drugs, we do all that stuff. I don't know, got it up. I got to the lead intern who's on the exact study about plant-based diets helping fight cancer. Now, we didn't get to the doctor, but we got to somebody who's actually on that research team and talked to them directly in less than 15 minutes. So, to me, that was impressive. And I'd never done that at all. I just picked it up and called, and we got right in. So, I mean, that was really kind of awesome to me. So,
Yeah, and it could be a caregiver calling, it could be a friend calling, it could be you calling because your granddaughter, your son or daughter has a project and they're doing it on cancer or cancer research or treatments. They would send you all kinds of material. If you have a company and you want information for your employees on cancer, different types of cancer, or, oh, I was just diagnosed with cancer, what do I do? Someone passed away from cancer, we have grief. They can send you all that information to your business or organization, and you can have those available. And we also have those 800 number cards available, so if you need more, just let me or Randy know.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. If you have any questions moving forward, don't hesitate to give me a holler whether you have the basketball games or see me out and about, or just holler at me at the radio station. That's fun. Would love to be able to talk to you, your business, your organizations that you're in about what ACS does and how we can help right here in Independence County. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys for presenting that to us. It's a very worthy and important cause. Several of the places I've worked, we participated in the Relay for Life, and we definitely want to support that as much as we can, both individually and then also as a club. So let's pass the hope and keep it going. Is there anything else for the good of Rotary? That is for the good of Rotary.
Very
Awesome.
good.
Let's do it.
Very excited. We'll let our newest intern draw the ticket today.
We are legal today.
Where you?
There you go.
All right. 543-795.
Oh, that's me, I told you. I meant to.
$1,443.
Did you say something about starting that with me?
And I'll trade it, no. All right.
$1,443. If you win, we have to fill out a W-9, and then you get a 1099 next year.
All right.
Just so you all know.
Left or right, what do you guys think? Let's make it.
Center.
Right down the middle.
In the middle.
No.
Good choice. Good choice.
Is it there? I'm not so sure.
Not even there.
Oh, right there, it's right
It was a card to your left.
there. First one is sticking out.
It was in the
Jerk that
middle.
one out because she was trying to cut it.
I'm a magician. It was a fun Try again next week.
Randy, you got done really quick. We had 15 more minutes.
Hey, we can talk some more, we have tons more stuff.
You do?
I didn't know about
You're
it.
dismissed.
I didn't know about it.
As always, we'll end with a four-way test. Number one.
Is it the truth?
Number two.
Is it fair to all concerned?
Number three.
Will it build goodwill and better friendships?
Number four.
Will it be beneficial to all concerned?